joining us. I'm Josh McKelvin. About a week ago, the concern among a lot of the GOP was that the party was falling apart, falling victim to an internal civil war sparked by its lightning rod and presumptive nominee Donald Trump. Now it seems some fence mending may be underway, and it's the Democrats' internal squabbles that could wind up being hurtful as Bernie Sanders continues his campaign and, by the way, continues to win states. This is a bizarre election cycle. I'm joined now by GOP strategist Jim Merrill and Burt Cohen, his counterpart here and Sanders supporter. First, so let's start with you. What's going on in the Democratic Party? What's going on?
Well, we're being Democrats with a small d. You know, there's been a change in the Democratic Party a while ago that it went for money. It went for the rich and powerful, and we're kind of taking the party back. The soul of the Democratic Party, I think, is Bernie Sanders right now, and the entire party establishment has been absolutely fighting as hard as they can against Bernie Sanders from day one, yet he continues to have momentum and build strength. This thing is not at all over, and I think it could be a lively convention. It's got to be a fair convention.
He keeps saying it's rigged. Do you think so, too?
There are an awful lot of questions that have been raised. Arizona, Illinois, many states where, and New York, even Brooklyn. The party has been, clearly, the party establishment has been, it's Hillary's turn. You know, how dare he run? They've been calling for him to pull out since the first day.
He's made it clear that's not going to happen. But I will point out that and Reince Priebus, the Republican National Chair, said the same thing. These are the rules going in. They knew about it.
Right.
And, so there's no surprises here. Jim, let's bring you into this. What's taking place in the Republican Party? Because it seems like all of a sudden it's fragile. But there is some détente happening.
Well, it's a little soon to say, but we do have a presumptive nominee. It's Donald Trump, and as you know, we had a very energetic process with 17 candidates, and what we found is that the electorate's angry. They're frustrated with Washington. They're frustrated with what's going on, and Donald Trump has successfully channeled that frustration into a winning candidacy to win the nomination. There are a lot of Republicans, and me included, who still have a lot of concerns about his candidacy and some of the ideas he's espoused and the words he's used to do that. But I think what you're seeing is some effort to come together to find common ground, and it is fragile. But you saw the first steps yesterday with, there with Speaker Ryan and Mr. Trump getting together. And I think that process will continue, but there still is a lot of debate on our side of the aisle as well as to how we proceed going forward. But we are united that Hillary Clinton would be a terrible nominee, a terrible president, but we're concerned about our own candidate. We're coming together, but it's a slow process.
Is there some gamesmanship involved? When you talk about Paul Ryan, I mean, obviously the meeting last week was cordial and productive. No endorsement came out of that thing, but maybe an endorsement would be much more effective leading into the days leading up to the summer convention. Do you think that's probably what we're looking at?
We'll see, but I think what we've seen in this election cycle is that endorsements matter fairly little. Right. There are a lot of candidates that had a lot of endorsements early on, and they fell by the wayside. So, I think right now it's up to each voter to make up their own mind and their own conscience about where they stand in this process.
And I wanted to say, I actually agree with Jim on a number of things. People are angry. If this were another year where people want more of the same, Hillary Clinton might be in fine shape. But there are a lot of people, independents mainly, in order to win, whoever the Democrat or Republican is, he or she has to win the independents. Hillary has the Democratic establishment, no question about that, but the independents make up the majority, and there is anger out there, and I think it's legitimate, and Donald Trump has tapped into a lot of that anger. So has Bernie. They have very different approaches as to how to fix the problems, but if we ignore that, it's really at our peril. I don't want Donald Trump to be president, I'll tell you. And we have two major candidates with very high negatives, and yet Bernie is very popular among people. And in 2004, what Kerry was not Bush. That wasn't good enough. We need somebody with real enthusiasm who can really connect with people. And that's why I think Bernie Sanders is so strong.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue Bernie Sanders' popularity and his favorability numbers. I mean, they're off the charts. As far as policy is concerned, that can be debated for a while. But let me ask you, you talk about this anger, you both do. If this goes unchecked in the convention, still people leave the convention thinking, you know what, this isn't right, then what happens in November? Either one.
Well, I think what you have on our side right now, and and Bert speaking to this as well, we have two candidates, the two most unpopular candidates in history, and so I think you'll see some people that may stay home. I think what you'll see a lot of is people that work on down ballot races. I mean, here in New Hampshire, we've got Senator Ayotte, we've got great state senators. On the Republican side, we have a lot of things to fight for down ballot, but I think it may not completely address that frustration looking forward. And I think it's not only a lack of confidence in our government, which is well deserved. The IRS, the VA, all these institutions that have fallen short of doing what they need to do for the American people, but it's also cultural. We've lost faith and confidence in a lot of our institutions in society, and so I'm not sure we're going to address it with this election in November. I think this may be part of a longer term process.
Now, obviously in the last few months, the Republican Party, the establishment has thrown everything but the kitchen sink at Donald Trump. Different tactics, Ted Cruz naming a running mate, John Kasich staying in the race in hopes that come convention time, it'll go to a second, third vote. Do you expect any other potential things that we're not talking about take place at this convention? Any games that we don't know about?
I'm not sure if you'll see that. I mean, I think at this point you're going to see Donald Trump as the nominee of the party. I know there's been talk of a third party running from as a conservative. I think that would be interesting to some people, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think a lot of deadlines that get on the ballot have passed, and so realistically, that's not an option. I think you'll see a fight at the platform level to make sure that the core principles of the Republican Party are preserved. Because the truth is Donald Trump has espoused a number of ideas that are contrary to what Republicans have stood for 40 years, and so that's a process that I think you'll see take place at the convention. But I think the reality is here setting up, you're going to have Donald Trump as the Republican nominee, and with due respect to Bert and the Sanders folks, who I've watched and I respect their passion, I think it's going to be Hillary Clinton on the Democratic side, and I think it's going to be a very bloody and messy battle.
And the reason for that, Bernie Sanders believes and his supporters believe, is because the system is flawed. And I'm not going to pretend to be an expert when it comes to the nominating process in the Democratic Party.
Messy.
There's super delegates and things along those lines. What do you believe needs to happen in order for Bernie Sanders to pull off an upset? Because for months, I mean, yes, it's been an awesome story for Bernie Sanders, generated a ton of energy, but it's always been Hillary Clinton's nomination. What needs to happen?
Well, I think what needs to happen is what's been happening, is that we need to keep on winning states. He's won 20 states so far. There's 11 to go. The upset in Indiana was, Bernie would say, huge, and West Virginia was big too.
Donald Trump would say that, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Huge. We're both saying it.
They're both from New York. But I think what needs to happen is we need to keep connecting and raising the issues. And the pressure is going to continue on Hillary Clinton to release those transcripts. She has to release those transcripts, and she can't release those transcripts because I think they're going to show there was nothing particularly said in there. But what they were doing, Goldman Sachs was trying to buy influence on it. I
mean, we'll see. I mean, these indictments are supposed to be happening every day for the last 6 months.
I don't predict there'll be an indictment. I don't think there'll be. That's the emails is something else. I don't see that.
But let me ask you both about the anger.
It's momentum, though. It's the continued momentum that Bernie has, and he keeps taking it forward. And he's connecting with what the Democratic Party has always been about, which made me a Democrat. We're the party of the people. We're the party of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. A lot of the Hillary Clinton people have turned that on its head. They've just gone after the big money, because you need a lot of money to run a campaign. They realized this a long time ago. So what they did was go for the easy money, the big corporate money, the bank money, and that's alienated an awful lot of people. And we need to bring the party back and fight for the soul of the party.
Well, let me ask you both, have Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders tapped into the same type of anger you both refer to? Well, I want to ask this because, I mean, obviously Donald Trump, a lot of people support him because, he's not politically correct, he can't be bought, but his policies, questionable when it comes to the Constitution, some do believe. While Bernie Sanders, he's talked a lot about income inequality, he has a lot of the young people getting engaged, but Donald Trump said that if the RNC, the convention this summer, doesn't go right, there's going to be riots in the streets. Do you expect that type of energy to take place at the Democratic convention if things don't shake out and there is some, the superdelegates or what?
Well, I find it interesting that it's been said from the top that the Bernie delegates better behave themselves. That's a little bit threatening. I don't think that's a smart move for them to make. Debbie Wasserman Schultz has been pushing really hard for Hillary Clinton the entire time. We need to look at who's on the Rules Committee. Do we get a good platform out of this? It's going to be extremely important that they treat us fairly. There's going to be an awful lot of us there, and on TV, people don't like a boring convention. I don't think we're going to disappoint them. I don't think it's going to be a boring convention.
Donald Trump has promised a very exciting convention,
I think
and I think you're going to see a convention unlike any others we've seen. I don't think you're going to see the riots in the streets that he suggested.
That was if he was robbed of the nomination.
Right. And again, I think at this point he will be the nominee. He's the presumptive nominee, and but I think there is a lot of similarities in where the anger comes from. Absolutely. And again, I go back to the lack of faith in institutions in government, lack of faith in our elected leaders. I think frankly, people at home are enjoying watching folks in Washington squirm about Donald Trump. I think they're enjoying that, and I think that actually incentivizes them to even support him more. So, as you know, I worked for Marco Rubio very proudly. I think he is one of the great leaders of the future of our party, and he had a very hopeful, optimistic message. And that fell short in a cycle where folks were looking to someone to channel that anger.
Shake it up.
Anything different.
I think they're looking to fundamentally alter the way Washington works, and I tend to agree. I don't necessarily agree with Donald Trump as the vessel for that, but I agree that Washington is absolutely broken, needs to be fundamentally remade and altered to work for the people. It doesn't right now.
And how important is it that happens? We're almost out of time here, but have we ever seen anything like this before? Ordinarily, the venom is directed toward one party or the other, and that's the beauty of democracy. You have a choice, but right now, everybody's mad at the government.
Well, there's been this sense that it's not our government, that somebody else owns the government. And I think there's a lot of legitimacy to that. And it's really important that we speak to that. If we don't speak to that, I'm concerned that Trump could be president. And we need the strongest candidate we can have. And, Hillary, let's face it, she has very high...
I'll point out, according to the polls here in New Hampshire, Bernie Sanders is the strongest candidate.
He won 22% by 22%.
If you look at what happened in West Virginia the other night, where that was a state that she won in 2008 and really did very poorly this cycle, and then Donald Trump did very well there. Now, again, it wasn't a competitive race at that point, but you can see that in states like that, he's going to do well, and I think, bring other voters out. You can question whether they're new general election voters or people that just never voted in a primary before, Josh, but, I think that the Hillary people take him for granted at their peril.
And very quickly, one thing you can... a lot of things are said about Donald Trump, but you can't deny the fact that he has brought a lot of people into this thing.
Listen, I give him credit for seeing the nature of what this election cycle was going to be, and embracing it early on, and embracing that anger, and being a vessel for it, and channeling voters' frustration, and that's worked well for him. I question whether it's a successful general election strategy because of his high negatives. I don't agree with him on a number of things he said. I have deep concerns about it, but he has a path to victory.
All right, we'll see. We're out of time, guys. I appreciate the discussion. Come back anytime, because it has been interesting to say the least.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Right back.